You ever heard the saying, takes money to make money? Going live, talking about today's a little money session. I had lunch with the Wolf of Wall Street. If you've been watching my Snapchat, Jordan Belfort, I was talking to him. You know, people don't realize how big he got. Wolf of Wall Street, this is the real guy, not DiCaprio, not Leonardo DiCaprio, but he was doing $1 billion a year. He paid himself, his salary in 88 was $50 million bucks a year. 50, that's in today's dollar, that's like 100, it's crazy money. And then that wasn't even all the money he had, but if you haven't seen the movie, one of the things I was just talking to somebody about it, and they're like, well, Tai, you know, Wolf of Wall Street, he had money and that's how he can make money. So I want to talk to you about if you don't have a lot of money, maybe you have a little bit of money, and you got these big expectations of how much money you want to make in your life, but you feel stuck, watch this presentation. Watch this live call, because I'm going to be showing you ways that you can legally create money out of thin air, right? Thin air. Just think about that for a second. You've heard this saying, but what they didn't teach you in school is that this is true, but it doesn't mean you have to have a lot of money to make money, because there are ways that you can manufacture money out of thin air. I mean, there's illegal ways to do it. You could counterfeit money and then you go to prison. You get the Secret Service after you, so we won't count that. You could sell drugs, but I just read the book Sex, Money, Murder about the gang that started crack cocaine in America. Every one of them's either dead or in prison for life. So they were making money. They didn't have money to start, but what's some ways you can do it? I'm assuming you don't want to try to sell crack and you're not going to counterfeit money. How can we make money? So here's you today. What are your options? Your options are status quo. That's number one. Sorry. Number one, status quo. What do I consider the status quo? 9-to-5 job the rest of your life. Retire at 65. Some of you should do that. That's fine. I'm not saying it's evil or anything like that. I'm just saying that by definition, that is the status quo. That's what everybody's doing. So that's not anything special. Number two, what's number two way? Well, you can save your money very well and invest well. So you got a 401k, all that stuff. But that kind of takes money to make money. So this option is not great. This option takes a long time. This option, you do need money. You can't save if you make $3 a year or $3 an hour or $10 an hour. You're not going to be able to save that much because you got to live. Number three, which is what I started with, you can start a business. Now that one right there has made more people wealthy than anything. Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook. You've got Elon Musk started Tesla, and you got all the way. Ray Kroc started McDonald's. Sam Walton started Walmart. Amazon started by Jeff Bezos, right? They all started a business. Now, Jeff Bezos, something interesting, the richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos started a business by borrowing money. So remember, the whole theme of this talk is it takes money to make money. So Jeff Bezos didn't have that much, but he literally borrowed money. I think he borrowed some from his parents. He put in a little of his own. I think he put in less than $300,000 to start Amazon. I think it was less than right around $300,000 in the 90s. That was a lot of money. So I want to talk about, like, let's say you don't even have $300,000, so you couldn't even do what Jeff Bezos did. One of the things I'll talk about, creating money out of. Well, what he did was he got a credit line, but it wasn't really credit, it was debt. Jeff Bezos. He took a loan from people. So that was definitely a legitimate way to make money. Elon Musk started Tesla by borrowing, I can't remember, $1 to $5 billion. Elon Musk. So the list of people who use debt is pretty big. Sam Walton used debt. Bezos used debt. Elon Musk use debt, and there's many other people, but these are the three of the richest people of the last 100 years. Sam Walton was net worth of $160 billion. Bezos is 120 or 30. Elon Musk is younger, but he's already worth 20 billion, I think, last time I checked. So there's good debt that can be done. There's also bad debt. And for those who've been watching my live calls, I've been talking about you got to get your credit good. Because the reason these guys could borrow money is that they had good enough credit that people would lend them money. Or you have family that'll do it. Adam Duringo said, Tai, I sold my app to Google for $4.7 million and now you're creating another app. Good. Okay. Jay Vallone said, Tai, let me borrow $100,000 and I'll pay you back $500,000 after 5 years or shorter. Well, I'm not a lender. I'm not a banker. But I'll show you a simple, this Jay Vallone on Facebook Live. Let me show you something right here. I got this credit mentor program taking people from, there was a guy, let me read this. He had credit was 488 and it's now at 688. Went up 200 points in 1 week learning about improving his credit. Just do that math. 200 points. That's the difference between being able to borrow money and not. I just had my cousin, she's like 30 years old. She just opened up one card in 1 day. She got $28,000 in credit. I'll just use my cousin for example. I didn't co-sign nothing like that, okay? $28,000 of credit in 1 day. Now, if she has a business and she knows how to do Facebook ads, she knows how to do marketing, for me, for every $1 I spend, I make back at least $3. So $28,000, if she does that right and spends it right, turns into roughly $90,000. So one credit card 1 day, if you manage it right and know how to build funnels, is turning into 100 grand. Like, think about that. That's money out of thin air, right there. And so you should never have an excuse. Should never have an excuse that you can't make money because it takes money to make money and you don't have money. Well, okay. Oops. It said, did Facebook just click out? Am I still live on Facebook?
I still see you.
Okay, that was weird. No, it's fine now. Okay, greetings from Brazil, dude. Igor says, Jamal Cole says, what do you do when you don't have resources? Jamal, that's what I was whole talking about. You must have just come on here. Okay, Relentless Aaron said, how did that score go from 488 to 688? Credit Mentor Program was teaching people. There's 5 components of credit you need to understand. That's it. There's 5 things you have to know that they don't teach you in school. I'll draw it up real quick. I'm not going to go into it too much, but there's 5 things to improve your credit. But you have to understand all 5 of these. Okay? Is that 5? Yep. Am I drawing right? So yeah, they look at your history. And you can divide these up. I'm just going to say 5, right? 4 or 5. They look at the type of accounts you have. They look at age of the accounts. They look at inquiries. Let me talk about these for a second. So, how many different lines of credit, everybody here, how many do you have? And of course look at utilization ratios. So they look at ratios. So you need to understand these 5 things right here. This is how he improved his credit, 200. And I got people getting $100,000 to $300,000 of credit opened up to build their business. Now, again, you can't go crazy with credit and not pay it back. Then you get in trouble too. But if you're smart and have a brain and have a little self-control, there's ways to fix it. So let's talk about this. How much credit does everybody have? How many types of credit do people have? 7-9. Sybil Marketing says 7 types of credit. Okay. Travis says talk about ratios. So the ratio, utilization ratio, if you have $100,000 or $10,000 or $1,000 credit card, how much balance are you carrying month to month? You don't want to carry too much. In fact, you want to keep your utilization ratio around like 8%. So you spend 100 grand on the card, you pay off 92,000, you can keep 8 grand rolling on there. If you have a $1,000 card, pay off 920 and keep about 8%, 80 bucks. Ariel says he or she, can't tell, has a 780 credit score. Edweezy says you have a 10K balance with 2 cards. Well, what's the total line? If you got 10K balance out of 10K, that's 100% utilization. Malcolm Charles says, Mark Cuban says starting a business on a loan is idiotic. Well, I like Mark. I respect Mark. I know Mark. I don't think that's true. Being stupid with debt is stupid. Being smart with debt, was Jeff Bezos smart? He took in $300,000 of debt before Amazon started to build Amazon. Is he dumb or smart? I don't know. Is that dumb? He became the richest man in the world, so it can't be that. He ain't that dumb. So I wouldn't think of it in black and white like that. Gabriel Rodriguez says credit was 630. Within a month, it jumped to 700 or 699. What else? Rich dad, poor dad said he loves debt. There's good debt. Yeah. Ariel says you have 50K and you're paying off about 45,000 of it every month. That's good. But Ariel, if you have 50,000, why don't you have 300,000? Why don't you have $1 million? I don't even understand why. Like, push this thing up. Because here's the thing. If you push up, remember I was talking about ratios? So let's say you have 5,000. Let's go lower. You want to, and you're only using and you're paying it off. If you push it up to like 20,000, but you still only spend the same amount, 4,000, that's your ratios then better. They're more excited. Let me give you some practical tips. I'm going to give you some free preview of the Credit Mentor program. I'm going to put up a link in a second that some of you can go in. You should just go in this program. And by the way, I'm opening these up. This has been closed since April, it's been closed like 6 months. And I'm going to open it up and I'm going to close it. And I'm actually going to give you today a free trial. If you just want to go into it, try it for free. Okay. I'm going to give you a 3-day free trial just to try it. Okay. I'm going to give you a 3-day free trial. So good credit cards that some of you should get. For the person there, should look at the Chase Sapphire Reserve. That's one to be looking at. Venture from Capital One. After you spend $3 grand, they give you 50,000 points. That's one that I like. I just got another card yesterday. Can't even remember what I was. I have a lot. I have like 70 cards. Hold on one second. Let me tell these people. Let me put the link for this Credit Mentor because I got to go in a little bit. It's in the corners up here if you're watching, or if it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, it's in the caption, or you can just go here. I'm going to close this back up. Okay? So you snooze, you lose. Oh, damn it. Sorry. The word credit. TaiLopez.com/credit. Go to this exact link because this is going to get you a free trial of it. It'll show you the price if you decide to stay past the trial. You can just go and study for 3 days, but I got stuff. We got like 30 hours worth of stuff in there of training, literally. Like you can just sit there, you can watch it all in the 3 days and cancel your free trial, or you can stay in because we got a lot of stuff. We got our Facebook group. Fix your credit, push your credit. Everyone, I challenge you. But in the next 12 months or less, get $100,000 of open credit. Not credit debt. You're not in debt for $100,000, but available credit of $100,000. Push your credit score up 100 points. For those of you already in the 700s, push it to 800. Mine's right around 800. It's like 794. One of them's like 810. There's multiple credit bureaus. So one of mine's like 810. One's like 790. Last time I checked. By the way, you can check your own credit. It's not going to hurt you. Okay? It's not the same. That's not the same as a inquiry for you trying to get credit. Remember, for those of you trying to get that 100,000, or for those of you who already have 100,000 credit, push it up to 1 million. You're going to learn from people in there that have. There's one person that has 10 million in credit lines that's teaching in this credit mentor program. So go in the credit mentor program. We got a 3-day free trial. Plus, if you decide to stay past there, we have 2 months of training. All on your phone. It's on your phone or your laptop. Trust me, some of you are going to you're going to listen to what I'm saying right now and you're going to go, this was more important than everything I learned in school. Half of what you learned in school. Let me read you a few testimonials that I keep here. Oh, I need Armin's phone. He got it. Have him forward me all the testimonials. This is my new WhatsApp. I don't have them all in here. Brooklyn Buff says no debt, but a 550 score. Well, that's not good. No debt, you build no credit. You have to have open lines. People that are telling their kids don't ever have credit debt, it's dumb. It's like poor mentality, you know? Donnie says he's 20 years old, has a 740 credit score, saving up to 200,000 so he can get a good apartment deal. Dom said, what about social media marketing? I closed up that scholarship. You guys snooze, you lose. And the people in there, did you guys see my Snapchat yesterday? 2 people walked up to me. I went out by the ArcLight and was just getting some pizza before going to see a movie. I ended up missing the movie because people were coming up to me. One kid said, it came up to me, saw my Snap, 21 years old, doing my SMMA program, making $15,000 a month. Another guy, when I was walking to the car, came up to me and said, you know what, Ty? I saw your video 3 years ago and I dropped out of college. And it's the best decision of my life. I got my own company now. And it's like, just wanted to thank you. Somebody said, all right. Devin McKinnon said, you got $20,000 from mom passing. What should you invest it in? One thing to invest it in, man. One thing to invest it in is use that $20,000 to increase your credit lines. Meaning, get your credit cards, get your whole system. There's a whole system that we teach you of which cards to get in which order, because there's rules. You can't apply for too many cards too fast with the individual banks, or it basically will hurt you. So go out there and build a business. Use your credit cards to pay your Facebook ads, to pay your marketing. You can even pay your staff with it. And then you've got this $20,000 that you got, and you can pay it off. Take money to make money. Reinvest the money back into something that can give you serious returns. Is he just forwarding them?
Try calling him. I put in the office chat too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, have them every single. Where is that Dropbox you have? We had a whole Dropbox of them. Okay. Somebody said, Ty, what's the best score? I have a 790 score. Like I said, try the Venture from Capital One card. Try the Chase Inc. Preferred, the Chase Inc. Business Cash, the Sapphire Reserve. Yeah, for those of you beginners, try the Discover It card. If you're intermediate, try the Chase Freedom card. Hamza said, what's the best one? Yeah, that's what I'm giving you right now. Ty, what's better, a debit card or credit card? Credit card, because you can just pay it off once a month with your debit card with your bank balance, and then the credit card, you get credit points. My friend's traveling. He's been traveling for 1 year and is spending $0. He's staying in $1,000 a night hotels using his points. Jets. Paul Anthony Hay says your credit score is 833, but I got 21-year-olds flying free around the United States in private jets for free. It's not just having a good credit score. It's having the credit score and then using it for something useful in life. Platinum Amex. Yep. There, you can get a black card, some of you. We talk a little bit about that. But black card, you know, I didn't start with a black card. I have a black card, but you don't need to get a black card. Who cares? If you can get a platinum or a gold card, I have all those cards. Where's my wallet? Oh, I've got them somewhere. I use all of them. I was just in Europe. I use black, but you can use all of them. you don't have to get a black card. Somebody said, Tai, explain the shirt. It says the thing about smart people is they sound crazy to dumb people. That's from Albert Einstein. So sometimes when people say to me, oh, Tai, what is all this stuff? Like, oh, this is crazy. You're telling people, oh, educate themselves. You're telling about people to read books a day. You're telling people to learn social media marketing and buy courses online. You're crazy. I'm like, nah, you just ain't smart enough to understand what I'm talking about. We're too ahead of the game for you. Sorry, you're too locked into the system that you literally think that the current status quo system is the system that's going to bring you the good life. Like, what is wrong with you? Just look around the world. People are broke. People are depressed. People are anxious. People are overweight. People are under massive financial stress. What I'm talking about is like, is there a way out? Is there a way out? Claire says her credit score is 650. Let's get it up. I'm giving each of you 100 challenge. 100 grand of credit and 100 point increase in your credit score. If you're already over 750 or something, you're probably not going to push it up 100, but push it up 50. Okay? Push it up 50. So I'm doing this. I'm going to answer a few more questions, then I got to go. My trainer's here. I got to work out. I'm still in my workout outfit. So, all right.
You want to take my phone? I'm in the chat.
Oh, you're in that chat? Yeah, let me read you some of these.
Some of the testimonials?
Okay, here's some testimonials. There's someone with this rewards Ritz-Carlton card. Somebody said, it really is so pretty. Whoopa. Oh, here. I know where I can see the testimonials. If you wanted to see the testimonials, just go to tailopez.com/credit. Look at this guy. 4 months ago, I didn't have an Amex card, not a single one. Look at that. What's his name? Ryan Alexander. He's in the credit mentor group. I haven't even heard this.
I am live in Miami Beach. I know the room's messy, so don't judge me. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Ty and Steven. You guys are a blessing. You definitely changed my life. I hope everybody in this course is taking action, because this is the real deal, guys. I went from a 640 credit to a 740 credit, 100-point increase in a matter of a couple months. I've been traveling the world for free. I've been staying in luxury hotels for free, renting luxury cars for free. This is insane, guys. So anybody who wants help, I'm willing to help you for free. I don't care. This is life-changing knowledge, and anybody who really wants to further progress their credit scores, just hit my inbox. I'll personally help.
There's just one. Do you know how many of these we have? They're an insane amount. All right, let's see. Adrian, what's up with your phone? You haven't downloaded them. Here's one. Liam Chase. He got 60,000 reward points. We'll show you how to do. You can cash out some of these points, by the way. You can cash out some of it. But the guy in the video, I don't even know who that is. That's the first time I've ever seen that video. Notice what he said. Jumped his credit score 100 points. Traveling the world, renting Lamborghinis, living in cars. I mean, not living in cars, living in luxury apartments. Hopefully he's not living in cars. You could use it. Hey, better to live in a Lamborghini than the life I used to have. I'd rather live out of a car. Let me pull this up. Go to tailopez.com/credit. That's where you can get the free trial, which I'm closing up. You literally have less than 3 days. I think it might be 2 days now. Here's just some of the testimonials. You can just scroll down here on the page. Mac Angelo took the Citation 10 jet to New York. I've been in Citation 10 jet's the fastest private jet you can get. This thing beats a G6, G550. The Citation 10, I've gone from New York to LA in 3 hours and 45 minutes, or Virginia. He paid $0, not even taxes, with the stuff we teach in the credit mentor program. Here's his credit. This is a different person. My visa was approved with a limit of $20,000. This is people who have never had credit cards. Thanks, Steven. I'm only 19. I got my first credit card in August, and I already have almost 1 million miles on points. Michael Weldler. This is for those of you, we have a private Facebook group. Here's somebody sending 600,000 points. Ryan Eng, 7 days in the course and score raised 220 points. 224, insane. Look, there's his screenshots. It's at 707, and it shows here on the side a graph, 487. I don't make any of these up. These aren't Photoshop, nothing. Let's find another one. Here's GG Brand on Instagram. Said, before my credit score was 550, low 600, and now it's fluctuating between 710 and 750. Kathy Hahn, she's in the group. Hi, happy to be here. I'm pretty new to the credit hacking, but used a few tips to take my score from about 540 to 710 in just a few months. I'm really excited to dig into the course this weekend. I just bought it tonight. In the last week, I got the Amex Business Platinum, hoping to map out a plan to get the 75,000 reward points, and I got the Chase Business Inc., $10,000. Have a plan already to get the bonus point. I've got a Barclay card for $2,000, Capital One $3,500, and Discover for $1,500. The new limit. She's been at $500 Discover card for 8 years. We showed her how to get to a $1,500. Man, just giving people, look at this. These are gift cards. Thanks, starting in January. This is $33,000 in gift cards. These things would be used like cash. So you want to know how to launch a business with no cash? Get a little credit. Be careful with credit. Don't go crazy. Don't go buy luxury clothing and stuff like that unless you can get points for it and get it for free. Use the money wisely. There's so many testimonies. I think I got to get my other phone. I got my new WhatsApp and I didn't have it backed up. I got 100 testimonials on there already that I just keep on my phone. Okay. Last thing. So you got a free trial. 3 days to try the program. It's absolutely free. Latresi Silvis, welcome to the group. So you can go through, now it's a lot of material. You're probably not going to get through it in 3 days, but if you get in there and it's not good, just cancel it and you won't be charged. If you decide to stay longer, the cost is not even $1,000. I priced it. We have a payment plan option, or you can pay it in one payment. Like, it's under $500 if you decide to stay for the full Credit Mentor program. Some people think that's too much money. Whatever. Use a credit card. If you knew how to use credit cards, you could use credit points. So compare lines of credit with a credit card. They're very similar. Usually lines of credit are with institutions. Like, you can get a line of credit with Bank of America or with HSBC. You can get a line of credit built around your house, so you can have a home equity line of credit. Credit cards are things that have Visa or MasterCard or Amex. Okay. What else do we have? Somebody said, Tai, you have less people watching these calls. Yes, depending on the subject matter of the calls that I do, if I do a live stream where I'm like playing basketball or doing this, you get, crazy amount of views. This subject, less people, let's face it, most people don't take their future seriously. They just live fly by night. So whenever I talk about stuff that's like practical things that'll help people, you get less people viewing it. Most people want to watch music videos and listen to music all day and smoke weed or, eat junk food and lay around. I told you, status quo. When I start talking about stuff that takes people to another level, lots of people drop off. But that's fine. That's fine. KG98 said, bro, you have really changed my life. Thanks. Would like to meet you one of these days. So anyway, when I do my live calls, sometimes I do them, and you focus on getting a lot of views. And some ones you just go out there and go, boom, let me just help you. Anthony Basso said, Tai, you are a god. Been following you for a year now. I love you, man. No, I'm not a god. Don't put me in that category. I'm just a man, just a regular human that's been lucky enough to learn from some really smart people. That's why I call this the Credit Mentor Program. You're going to learn from people like Steven. We got multiple people. We've even got some new teachers coming in that are experts in just business lines of credit. Some people that have helped me literally make millions of dollars out of thin air by having me open up credit lines through business that I could then spend on Facebook ads and building my business. And I'm launching a new fashion line. I got to, drop $50,000 to get the first inventory of clothes. I'm going to put it on a card and get like 50,000, or we got a 3-for-1 card, like I was telling you, like the venture from Capital One, and I get 150,000 points. You saw me in London, we'll be going to London for free. or you can get cash back points. Okay, so I'm giving you like the things that I do. Inside this program, you learn how to repair your credit. You're gonna learn how to take this 5 things that I talked about and optimize. You're gonna learn which actual cards to get, which ones not to get. There's some cards you don't want to get. Okay. So yeah, let me welcome some more. I gotta go. You got less than 3 days. You click the link either below or it's in the title there, or if you don't see it, go to tailopez.com/credit. Got a 3-day free trial. I've never done that before. This is the only time I've ever done a free trial on this. So you can thank me later. Darren Lovejoy, welcome to the group. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Poi Hatu from Minnesota, welcome to the group. Emmanuel Fernandez Dominguez, welcome to the group. Facebook Live out of Quebecois, Montreal. Tyler Meehan from Virginia, Facebook Live. That's where I got a farm. Francis Concepcion, welcome to the group. Instagram Live. Man, it's amazing to me the amount of money people will spend on things that guarantee you will never pay off. If just 1/10 of this program helps you, this will help you for 10, 20, 30 years. You know how much money and time you spent on your education so far, either your own money or taxpayer money or just years wasted, and not one person ever told you this before. Have you ever had someone sit you down and say, give me a month, I'm going to make you a credit master? No, nobody. Nobody. Okay? So, like I said, you can thank me later. Brandon said, do I need to follow up with this if I'm in the SMMA program? Go in both of these. These work together. If you're doing drop shipping, if you're doing social media marketing, these all work together. Build your credit. Guarantee you. This is one of the most important subjects that is taught zero, not one class in any university. There's not one. Show me a college curriculum where people are paying $20,000 to $50,000 a year that's teaching you about something actually insanely practical. And if you're not in the US, this still applies. Some of the strategies have to be adjusted, but they got credit everywhere in the world. You don't think they have credit in Europe? I don't think they have credit in Canada. They have credit. I mean, maybe if you live in North Korea, this doesn't apply, but yeah. All right. What led me to create the 67-step program? That's a program that I built to train my employees a long time ago, more than 10 years ago, but I didn't make it public. And now I made it public in 2014, October 2014. So, are you coming to Dubai anytime soon? No, I don't think so. Future build dogs. Does it apply for Russia? Here's the thing. Anywhere you live in the world, you can, for the most part, unless you have a crazy criminal background, you can build a business in the U.S. I know a guy living in India. He lives on, it's not much the cost of living in India, and he makes $100,000 a month doing affiliate marketing into the U.S. So you can make an LLC in the U.S., then you can use these tips and techniques to get a U.S. credit card. How many lessons does the 67 steps have? I'm going to give you one guess. Marlon Clare says they have saved 200,000 sterling. They have zero idea what to invest in. Invest in your brain first. Invest in what you know, or else you'll lose your money. Go learn a lot of stuff. You can do stuff and learn stuff at the same time. They're not mutually exclusive. All right, so I'm going to go. Hope you guys get in. For those of you who get in, I see Jennifer Ventura. Welcome to the group. Where are you from, Jennifer? Florida. I see Arban Castillo from YouTube Live in Pennsylvania. Welcome to the group. And you got a 3-day trial. I recommend most of you stay past the 3-day trial, but try it. Irving said, what's the best advice for a student? Learn how to create financial freedom first, then everything else will go second. Then you'll have the time to work out and get in shape. Then you'll be able to buy good food. Then your stress levels will drop. Then you won't have to hang out with idiots anymore because you won't have to go to a job, or you won't have to be locked into a situation that you can't escape. Because let's face it, when you have no money, you are always somebody else's slave. Your whole day is manipulated and controlled by them. So that's my advice for most people. Money is not the most important thing in life, but it's the fundamental of the modern world. What I mean by that, it's the building block. And even a long time ago, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, what was at the bottom of the psychological need? The highest was self-actualization, but the bottom was physiological needs. What are physiological needs? Food, water, shelter. And unless you're going to grow your own food and build your own house, which I doubt you're going to do, you're going to need money for that. So to live, everything else in your life is built off resource acquisition. In the modern world, money is resources. It's not to be put on a pedestal. It's not to be idolized. None of that. It's just a thing you need. It's kind of like clothing. You know, you start walking outside naked, life ain't gonna go well for you. Okay? It's not like clothes are the most important thing for life, but they're a fundamental of life. Adam Padilla, welcome to the group. Out of New York. Mitchell Cascella, where are you from? I even uploaded a picture. Can't tell which of the three you are, but Trevor Kitney, welcome to the group. Georgia. All right, I'm gonna head out. Thanks so much, and talk to you guys soon.